Paul, I remember speaking to you just over 2 years ago when you first announced the first UK Championship event. From then to now, just tell us a little bit about how special it is to open this centre today.
Well, it's been a process, and I think the important thing to remember is that the talent that are here, the Pete Dunnes and the Trent Sevens and the Coffees and everybody else, Rhea Ripley's, Tony Storms, these are the people that made this happen. They were here. Their passion, their desire, even though they felt like there was no clear path in front of them for the rest of their careers, they were just doing this at an extremely high level. It made us want to invest in them. It made us want to come here and take that next step to ensure their future. Over those 2 years, getting started with something like this is a difficult brand when you're trying to move all the pieces around of WWE and Raw and SmackDown and NXT and make all this happen at the same time. But here we are, and when you think about it, it seems long in the process, but 2 years later, it's not that long of a period of time. We're here today. Performance Center in the UK. 30 to 40 contracted athletes working here, improving themselves, a weekly show, a brand on the ground, NXT UK on fire, and now a live show out of Blackpool tomorrow night. It's almost, it sounds cliched to say, but kind of NXT UK is kind of leading the way on this global stage of the next level of what it means to be in this industry and to be a WWE superstar.
I think it's special as well having not just starting somewhere in the UK, but having the likes of Johnny Saint and Robbie Brookside, UK guys. Is Robbie going to be involved in the training here? Are those the guys that are going to be running this centre?
Yeah, so it's kind of a work in progress. Obviously, right now, yes, Robbie Brookside, Johnny Moss. Johnny Saint, as much as, it's a funny thing, Johnny has forgotten more about this business than most of us know, and he's here running these guys ragged, and being a face of the brand. We say it a lot in WWE, so much so that you see WWE that sometimes things become slightly cliched. Then, now, forever, they become these sayings and statements, but they're truly things that we believe in. Then, now, forever. Johnny is the then. But you can't know what you want to become without knowing where you've been. We want people like Johnny Saint and the history of this business, that rich tapestry of what this business has always been, to be something that is ingrained in these people. And we teach it here. We teach them about the history. If you came in from another sport and don't know the history, you will learn it here. We want them to know what the now is. And that's, what you see on the global stage of WrestleMania and Raw, SmackDown, NXT, all of it. And then we're going to build the future here. That's what this is really about. This is an investment in the future, creating something more, creating a clear path. There will be a kid sitting on, or there will be many of them, kids sitting on their couch watching TakeOver tomorrow in Blackpool that will say to themselves when it's over, they won't be able to sleep. They'll be wired up like I was when I was a kid and I watched Jimmy Snuka jump off top of the cage, wired out of my brain thinking I have to do that. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. And we will give them that path to live their dream. That's in front of them now. It's not a pipe dream. It's not well, I'll see if I can do this while the whole world is telling you you're wasting your life. This is in front of you. If you want to work harder than everybody else, if you want to dedicate yourself to something, that path is there to become something more, to make it to the WWE.
So in 2 years, we've gone from a tournament to a performance centre and a takeover. What does 2 years in the future look like for the NXT UK brand?
Well, I think it's the NXT, it's the WWE in general. I see these performance centers in a lot of places around the globe. I see these brands in a lot of places around the globe. But just knowing the passion that I see about these guys and how hungry, guys and girls, how hungry they are for this, the sky's the limit, man. Stuff when you do all this stuff, you think, man, what's the upside to it? I can tell you, being here, every time I'm here, I realize we're just nicking the surface of what the UK can become, because it's deep, and the passion here to do this, the desire, the drive, the willingness to work hard for what you want to get out of this is huge. You're going to see some of these people as the biggest stars in the globe, and you're going to see this brand as one of the things that drive it.
Will there be involvement in Mania weekend finally?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you.